All right, this is a pretty straightforward three note moving bass line chord exercise using dominant seven chords. So the basic form is just three notes. So this is a C7 derived from here. I'm not going to get into all the theory about what's flatted. So basically, I guess a dominant seventh chord is just major seventh chord with the seventh note flatted. Just moves it one fret down. So easily way to explain it, or the easy way is that your typical C7th. This is C dominant seventh. All we did is this is the seventh, and all the seventh means when we refer to numbers is you count up to the seventh note of the chord, or seventh note of the scale degree. So in this case, 1 C, 2 D, 3 E, 4 is F, 5 is G, 6 is A, and this is B, which is seventh. That's the important one. And then back to eighth, which is the octave of C. So in this case, we just care about this, which is a B. In the case of the dominant seventh, we flatted. So that's why it looks like this. So basically, if you play the three note major seventh, it looks like this. And if you flat it, the seventh, it sounds like this. Listen to what it sounds like more so than all the theory. That's all I always say, people, let your ears guide you. So major seventh, dominant seventh. Okay, so now you got that. So that's a C dominant seventh, and you can extend it to here, which is just okay. Enough of the chord theory. So three notes. 1, 2, 3, like that. This is where we have fun. All right. So all we're gonna do is move it up and down and keep a rhythmic bass line going. I always say rhythm is the most important thing. Melody is beautiful, and I love melodious or melodic playing, but keeping rhythm and keeping time is very important. So remember, so we're going for like a kind of like a moving bass line feel. So just kind of like listen to that a little bit. So it's very, very simple. All I'm playing is one string, the A. All right, let's stick the dominant seventh chord in there. So it's just get a rhythm in your head. So be a bass player. idea. So just play around with that. Play around with different rhythms. Don't try to keep time, but really almost feel it in your heart. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now to spice it up a little bit, instead of playing the bass line on where the root's gonna end up, which in this case is always on the fifth string, the A string. So in this case, it's always like C sharp, D. What you do is you go on the low E string, which ends up being, if you want to get technical about it, you're really going to end up playing the bass line of the, I guess it would be the fifth of the chord. So in this case, you got C seventh. The fifth is G, which is 1, 3, 5. Going back to my Caribbean analysis. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. So then it gets a D, 7. The 5 is A, and you're always using the A as sort of like a drone. So let's do it this way. And in this case, because we're going to move it to the E string, open E is going to be almost like the drone in this case. So think about it this way. So the chord looks like this. So instead of the G becomes the root here. So go. Mix both of them together. Doing with the 3 and the 7. So all I'm doing is sliding it up and down. So three-note chords.